Hey guys, how are we today? For some reason on my phone, excuse me, right now it says 2:31, and when I'm on StreamYard, it still gives me rapper. No, not today, bro. Not today. Hey cutie pie, it's good to see you. And 71KJC, it's always good to see you. Hey Jen, it's good to see you too. And Heather, hey. And Erin, my girls, always good to see you guys. And Trista, K Braze, hey. It's good to see all you guys. I'm glad all you guys are here. Hey, Heatherlicious, I'm glad you could make it too. Hey, Van, how are you? I never did get to hear the rest about your doctor's appointment, Vanessa. I hope that they were able to help you yesterday. All right, rapper. All right. What I was saying was, for some reason, when my phone says like it's 2 minutes faster than StreamYard, and I don't want to be early, but I don't want to be late either. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Okay. Hopefully they'll get something figured out, Vanessa. So it's been a while since we've been here, and when I'm not going live, I've been trying to put out shorts to help spread awareness where I can. Last week I put out two, and you guys will have to give me some grace. It's the only other video. I make some here and there, but I'm just now learning Clipchamp editing, and so I'm trying really hard, you guys. And I hope you guys were able to look at those. We do have the first one that I made, you guys, was about Crystal DeMoss, and we do have good news about that one. Let me show you guys. So, and I was so worried about this one, you guys. I was upset even researching it, and Foxy told me, he said, but Mo, the last two babies that you spoke about on your community tab and on your lives, they were found safe. So, and I was like, yeah, you're right. We always have to have hope, you guys, because I don't think we can report on and cover and bring awareness on these cases if we always think the worst. But I was super worried about this one, you guys, because although that she was reported missing on May the 5th, she's 32 years old, and her baby Leland is 11 months old at this time when they went missing. And although they were reported missing on May the 5th, they hadn't been seen since January, I think it was 19th. And I was super duper worried because last September, her boyfriend, Tyler Epp, he was charged with choking her, you guys. And she was due back in court on January the 22nd, I believe, and she didn't show up. And so that had me really worried too. And so on May the 5th, she was reported missing. And so they did a subsequent search on the home that she shared with her boyfriend, baby Leland's dad, which is 25-year-old Tyler Epp. And he was charged. Let me look at my notes. During that search warrant, he was arrested for criminal use of a firearm and possession of marijuana, and he posted 10K surety bond the next day, and he was out. And so I was super duper worried, and the police said that they searched with her family and friends, and they tried everything they could do, and they couldn't find her anywhere. So that was on the 6th. And then this past weekend, I always check up on the cases, from time to time that I report on, just hoping for good news. And on the 17th, it said they had been found. So I want to show you guys the video that I watched that had me super duper worried. And then I'll show you guys even the town council said that they were worried about her. So I'll show you guys this. I'll come back and get you guys just in a second. I have to let this ad play. Okay, I'm coming back to get you guys.
Safety of a Central Kansas mom and her 1-year-old son. I spoke to the Great Bend police chief last night, and he says that his department is doing everything it can to figure out what happened to Crystal DeMoss and her son Leland, shown right here. So they were reported missing this Sunday, but it is believed that the last time that they were seen was months before, back in mid-January. The police chief addressed his concerns to the city council.
We served 2 search warrants here in Great Bend in relation to a missing female and her child who are believed to possibly be in danger. We're not sure. We're trying to work through that right now. It's kind of a strange deal, but an individual who was identified in the investigation is a previously convicted felon, arrested for a couple things, to include being in possession of a firearm.
So the missing woman, Crystal, also going by Chris, she shares a child with the man arrested. Their child is Leland, by the way. And police...
So that was the police chief talking to the city council. And he said, you know, it's a weird situation and they were worried about her safety too.
Say that her vehicle was found at their home, but there's still no sign of her or the toddler. Police sharing a post online saying that they've searched several locations.
I forgot to tell you guys that too, that her car was found at the residence that she shared with Tyler Leland's daddy. Yep, Heather, mid-January. That's why it's an absolute miracle that they were found, you guys. I don't have any more information, but we don't need any more information as long as they're safe.
Locations, but they have not tracked the two down. A look at Crystal right here. She is 32 years old, 5'3", 180 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. She has pierced ears and tattoos on her hands and arms. Another look at Leland, this little boy. He appears to have brown hair and brown eyes, and he did have a birthday earlier this year. Again, just turning 1 year old. Great Bend police would appreciate any information about the disappearance of Crystal and Leland. Now you can leave that info with detectives at 620.
So that's what I'm saying, you guys. It was, and I also pray that now that she's been away for these 2 weeks, that, and I saw some messages too, but I can't confirm them, but it was really bad. She was sending messages to her friends, and this was even before baby Leland was born. I think she has 2 or 3 other daughters too, and they all look under the age of 10. But she was sending messages to her friend, and she's like, I'll send you this code, and it was some emojis, and she's like, if you don't hear from me every day with this, then please send help. Allegedly, I couldn't confirm those, but it was, that's why I was super duper worried, you guys. But I do have, let me see here. And this is from the Great Bend Police Department. And this is all I found in one other news article reporting the same thing. But it says, the woman and her child have been located and are safe. We appreciate your assistance and the tips provided to the hotline. Thank you for helping us ensure their well-being. So this is all that I got, you guys, but you know, that's really good. And now we can just pray for their continued safety. And did something happen, Van? We got it figured out, guys. I don't see anything. It doesn't look like anybody was blocked or anything. Yeah, so we can give thanks for that, you guys. So that makes 3 babies, the last 3 babies that we have reported on, they've been found safely. Remember Roman, he was the ex-cop, his dad had unalived his mother and his ex-wife and kidnapped baby Roman, and they found him on the side of the road after his dad, you know, deleted himself on the side of the road. So they found him safe. And then baby Aaliyah, remember, she was her mom and her mom's friend and her 5-year-old sister, they were at the park in Clovis, New Mexico, about to eat their lunch. And they found, bystanders found her mom and her mom's friend deceased, and they found her 5-year-old sister, shot in the head. And I haven't heard any updates about her 5-year-old sister, so I need to check on that too. And they found baby Aaliyah in Texas. Remember, they found her safe in Texas, and the man that abducted her didn't even know him. And so, yeah, cutie pie. So that's 3 babies that we've spoken about that have been found safe. Like, thank God, you guys. It's we hear so much bad, but it's so good when they're saved. And so I wanted to bring that to you guys first, that Crystal DeMoss and her baby Leland are found safe. But the story that I came here today to speak about, you guys, it doesn't have a happy ending. It was the second short that I did last week, and it was Keyirra Tatiana Walker. And let me show you guys, she was an absolute beauty. She was 25 years old, from Sumter, South Carolina. This is her. And she had just graduated the week before, you guys, graduated from Central Carolina University, Central Carolina Technical College. And she was on her way to being a pharmacy technician. She had graduated, and I believe that you probably have to take your state board exams after that. So she was well on her way to her dream. And I found some text messages online, you guys, from her coworkers and her teachers, and they all absolutely loved Keyirra. And this is where she just graduated the week before. And let's see, this is from one of her teachers. It says, "I'm heartbroken. Keyirra was one of my favorite students. She was sweet, sassy, and kept me laughing. There is a special place in hell for the monster that killed her in front of her babies." So yeah, you guys, I'll tell you guys, it was the day after Mother's Day on Monday. Her family had spoken to her about 11 p.m. the night before on Mother's Day, and I'm not sure what brought them to her house to check on her, but it was about 7:45 a.m. that morning, and they found her unresponsive in her bed. And so they called law enforcement. And it ended up, you guys, she was found. No, Heather, actually, what I found, she has 2 older kids, and they look to be under 10 years old, a little boy and a little girl. And they were actually with family members on that night. So I think that the teacher had it wrong. I pray that she had it wrong, because all the news articles I found, that she was the kids were with family members that night. Thank God for that, you guys. Hey, it's just me, Kentucky. It's good to see you. Hey, grateful middle-aged cat mama. It's good to see you too. Yay, I'm glad you guys are here. Hey, Mel. It's good to see you too. And Neat Noodle, it's good to see all you guys. Thank you all for being here. Spreading the awareness that I can about these cases means a whole lot to me. And I'm glad that you guys are here to listen. And, we have a small platform, but you never know. It just takes one set of eyes, you guys, to see the right set of eyes to see, to call it in. And you guys, I do have it pinned at the top of the chat, the phone number to the Sumter County Police, and on my banner across the bottom, it tells you how to contact Crimestoppers. So yeah, her family found her about 7:45 a.m. that morning, unresponsive in her bed. And the coroner said that she was clothed, so that's good. We know that we know what that means if they're unclothed. So she was clothed, and it said that she had been shot multiple times, you guys. And it said that there was no forced entry into her home, and the police said that it was somebody that she knew that was close to her. So that's what we know so far. I did want to show you guys, this is something else. Isn't it just heartbreaking, you guys? Hey, I am Skippy. Well, I hope you have a good day at work. Yeah. Isn't it sad, you guys, how she was a 25-year-old? Oh, you guys, I didn't tell you the worst part. Oh, my goodness. So she had 2 kids that were under 10 years old, a little boy and a little girl. I'm not going to share their names or anything, but she was 5 months pregnant, you guys, with her 3rd baby, 5 months pregnant. And she already had a name picked out for him. And I will tell you guys that it was going to be a little boy, and his name was Trent Armand. 5 months pregnant, you guys. Yep. And so they don't have any. I haven't seen, nobody's arrested, no suspects that I've seen. And yesterday they laid her to rest. I don't know if you guys saw, but I did have a live planned for yesterday. And I thought that it was the most respectful thing to do is to switch it until today, because I would hate to accidentally bring more hurt or pain upon her family, even though that our intentions are good. I just didn't feel right doing that. But like I was saying, isn't it so sad, you guys? 25 years old, had her little family and 1 baby on the way, and she was still working so hard to have a good life for her family. You guys, she had a cute little house, and she had her car, and then she had just graduated the week before. And hey, NorCal Jen, what's up, buddy? Yeah, Jen, I'm gonna read that at the end, her obituary. It's really sad. I wanted to tell you guys, and this was a coworker, and it says, shake my head. All Keyirra used to talk about at work was finished in school as she did and her kids. You will be missed. You guys, she was also working at Taco Bell. And hey, Aries. Oh, no. I've been through that too, buddy. I know how that is. Well, you keep doing what the doctor says and eating well and getting rest, and hopefully it'll turn around for you. I know what that's like, though. Yeah. And she was working at Taco Bell during this time, too, you guys. So it's really, really sad. And I just wanted to bring some awareness about her today. I'll show you guys the first thing that I saw about this was a post from the Sumter police. And let me go back here. I keep forgetting to share with you guys. So this is from the Sumter police. It says, mother found killed inside home, Sumter, South Carolina, May 13th. An investigation is underway after a pregnant mother of 2 was found shot and killed inside her home this morning. Officers were called before 7:45 a.m. after family members found Keyirra Walker, 25, unresponsive inside her Carroll Drive home. That's another thing, you guys. It was in Carroll Drive in Sumter, South Carolina. And the police are saying that descriptions of vehicles or people around this area the overnight between May 12th through May 13th could help. And it says officers consider the incident isolated and said it was mostly carried out during the early morning hours by someone the victim knows. And right here it says basically what my pinned comment is. Oh, and there's a cash reward of up to $5,000 available. So that was the first thing I saw. And then the second thing is this video that I wanted to share with you guys. It was the first news article that I saw. Video. Hang on just one second. And when I share videos with you guys, I always post them in the chat so you guys can go watch it later if you want to.
Offering breaking news on WIS News at 6, an investigation at this hour in Sumter County after a mother of two who was pregnant with her third child was found dead in her home this morning.
Sumter police say family members found 25-year-old Keyirra Walker at her home.
That is where our Ashley Jones is this evening. Ashley, I know you arrived there on the scene just a short time ago. Tell us what you've learned so far about this investigation.
At the close family members. Yeah, just a very horrific story here, Judy. We're learning now that close family members actually made that horrific discovery earlier this morning around 7. They say that they found Miss Keyirra in her home with multiple gunshot wounds. It's not known at this time how many gunshot wounds, but we just know that she was shot multiple times. And also some more heartbreaking news. We're learning that she was 5 months pregnant and happened right here at this home behind me. As you can see, we are on Carroll Drive here in Sumter. Again, just a very horrific.
And on my on the short that I made for this, you guys, I show it on Google Earth, and I'm absolutely no pro at Google Earth or on Clipchamp. I'm brand newbie, you guys know that. But when I was looking around on there, see, if you can see up here in the left corner, there's a house, right? But the houses are close together, and we'll also see that when I show a video of the neighbor. And so I'm not sure why anybody didn't hear anything, but we don't know. So yeah.
Story here. We're finding out that the victim was 25 years old. She was a graduate from Central Carolina Technical College. She just was pinned last week, a nursing student. I mean, had so much ahead of her, so much life ahead of her, and it ended so tragically here. We don't know too many details about what led up to this shooting or what may have caused it. We just know that police are currently looking for a suspect, and they're asking if you know anything about what may have happened to please reach out to them. You can find that number on our website. We're going to continue to be out here.
You guys, I found all of this info out right after it happened. So last week, it was probably Wednesday when I learned about this case, and there hasn't really been anything said since. I do want to show you guys what the neighbors said, because she seemed like such a sweet person, you guys, and they all talked so well about her. I wanted to show you guys that too. Hang on just one second. Oh, I want to show you guys, what the coroner said too. I'll be back after I let this ad play. I've tried letting these ads play and leaving it up and coming back and getting you guys before the live starts, but that never works right. You guys can hear my mouse clicking too.
Down to Sumter tonight, that's where a mother of two with another child on the way was found dead in her home today. And as we come on the air tonight, investigators are asking for your help in finding who killed her. Peyton Lewis joins us in studio with the details.
JR 25-year-old Keyirra Walker was found fatally shot in her home by family members at around 8 a.m. this morning. Sumter County Coroner Robbie Baker described what he saw.
She was deceased in her bedroom on her bed. From an apparent gunshot wound. It was multiple. That's all I'll say. The city processed the scene for 3 or 4 hours. Like I told her mother, no parent should have to bury their child. And my thoughts and prayers go out to the mother and to the children and the family of Miss Walker.
Walker was the mother to 2 young children and 5 months pregnant with another. According to police, her children were not inside the home when she was killed, but staying with a family member. Walker's neighbor, Russell Williams, lives across the street and says he didn't see or hear anything out of the ordinary Monday morning. He says to know that his neighbor was killed is heartbreaking.
Well, I kind of knew her as a sweet, outgoing.
I'm not sure if it's this video that says it, but I watched another video. He said he was taking his kids to school maybe about 7:30 a.m. that morning, and he didn't see anything. So the police said they believe it happened overnight sometime. And I'm also not sure if it's this video or not, but this fella, his son passed away last year too. I'm not sure how or anything, but bless his heart.
One young lady, I was outside playing with her kids, and she used to love to bring her little son over here and watch my dog, her little boy. And I just knew her as a outgoing, pretty sweet young lady. We hopefully find out who did it so we can kind of give the family some closure.
Sumter police are still searching for who shot Walker and are asking that if you know anything about the situation, call Crimestoppers at 1-888.
Yeah, and like I said, you guys, I have the numbers pinned at the top of the chat and then also across the bottom of my screen. Hey, Melissa Jade, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, Jim, they found her at 7:45 a.m. the day after Mother's Day. Yeah. And you guys, I have to say, while I was researching this case, it said that there's been 4 cases altogether of pregnant women killed in this area since March. And it said only 2 arrests so far. And when I tried to research those a little bit, and one of them I found was a domestic issue. And then the other one, a man had unalived somebody at a car lot. And when the police were on their way to arrest him, they hit it was a car accident, and that mother was deceased in the accident, but they were able to save her baby. So Rapper, they were able to save that baby in that instance. So that was good. But that was Walmart telling me my vitamins were here, but they came like an hour ago. Okay, let me see if I have anything else for you guys. Let's see here. Oh, I do have some videos of what her family has to say, so we could look at that. I'm telling you guys, Keyirra had so many friends, families, co-workers. They all loved her. And I also saw videos and pictures. She's had the same group of friends since middle school, you guys. And with girls, that's hard to find for real. With anybody really, to have the same group of friends the whole time.
Alert as the search for a murderer continues in Sumter. This comes a day after a 25-year-old mother, Keyirra Walker, and a woman who was 5 months pregnant was found dead in her home.
Sumter police now asking the public to come forward with information. Our investigative reporter Derek Rush has more after speaking with law enforcement and one of Walker's relatives.
Well, instructors who taught her at the nursing program here in Central Carolina described her as a resilient, hard worker. But back here at one of the family homes where relatives say she used to play regularly, Keyirra Walker was remembered as both a cousin and a beloved mother. Was gone too soon.
You guys, my mom had 6 brothers, and on each side of the family there was 6 boys and 2 girls, and so I had so many cousins on both sides. I don't know if you guys did, but you guys will know what I'm talking about. That you used to go to your grandma's house on either side and play with all your cousins, run outside and eat your grandma's cooking and stuff like that. Or in the South, we call them mama's. So I would go to one of my mama's house, and it was big fun back then, you guys. And so I'm feeling that that's what Keyirra's family was like too, bless their hearts.
She just graduated.
She always mentioned to us that she wanted to further her education.
And as the search for Keyirra Walker's killer continues,
At that time,
her cousin Hakeem Drayton reflects on some of the fond memories.
oh man, some of the memories that we have, we practically all raised up in the house together. We would play outside. Back here in the yard, we used to have a swing set, but it's gone now. We used to play outside. But she really, really was a bright young lady.
Any information could be significant in it.
The Sumter Police Department urging the community to come forward, offering a $5,000 reward for any information leading to an arrest, in hopes of bringing justice to a mother who leaves behind 2 young children.
We've had an opportunity to speak with the family on yesterday and keeping open lines of communication.
So at this point, we're just going to continue to wrap our arms around Chastity and Tyler. As they go older, I'm pretty sure they're going to want to know, but we're here to answer those questions for them.
Sumter police say an autopsy on Walker's body is expected to be performed on Wednesday. And they also say any information on...
Yep, that was last Wednesday, you guys. And there really hasn't been any news articles since.
A vehicle or any characteristics identifying the shooter can be sent anonymously via the Crimestoppers hotline, which is 1-888-CRIME-SC. Reporting here in Sumter, I'm Derek Rush, WIS News 10.
All right, Derek, thank you for that report. Assistant Chief Jackson also says that based on the information they have now, they believe this was an isolated incident. They also believe that the shooter knew Walker.
Why do they always say isolated incident? How do they know for real, you guys? That brings me to my second point. Well, first, I want to share with you guys her obituary, and it tells a whole lot about Keyirra, and I think that'd be nice to share with you guys. Okay. Yep. Okay. It says Keyirra Tatiana Walker, daughter of Stacy and Sharon Starling, was born on March 4th, 1999 in Sumter, South Carolina. 1999, you guys. That seems so young. It doesn't seem far back at all. Well, I graduated from high school like 2 years after this, but so she was a baby. She departed this early life on Monday, May 13th, 2024. Keyirra attended the public schools of Sumter County. After graduating from Sumter High School with the class of 2017, Keyirra attended Central Carolina Technical College for pharmacy technician. Yep, and she graduated the week before her passing, you guys. It says, while attending school, she was also employed with Taco Bell. Keyirra lived life to the fullest, embracing experiences, seizing opportunities, and cherishing every moment with her children. Keyirra was a force to be reckoned with. She enjoyed spending time with her family and friends, laughing, cutting jokes, and creating new styles. She was always the life of the party. Baby Trent Armand Walker was an answered prayer for the late Keyirra Walker. That was her baby, you guys. She'd already named him and everything. She was 5 months pregnant Even though his time was brief, he was loved and adored by many while he was still in the womb. He leaves to cherish his memory, his grandmother, and then his siblings. I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to say their names. And then this tells all the rest of her family members. I don't want to go into that. But how nice was that, you guys? That was very lovely. I do want to tell you guys too that so there was a triple homicide this past Saturday, and it was also in South Carolina, and it was 83 miles from Keyirra. So I don't want to say that there's any connection whatsoever, but we do have to look at it. We do have to look at it because they're not telling anything about this either. They haven't even told the names of the deceased. It was 2 adults and 1 juvenile. At first they did show this, and we're asking for the public's help in identifying this car, and it had excuse me, guys, hang on a second. I got a little choked up, you guys. Aaron, that's lovely. That's exactly right. I tried to pin it from my YouTube, but Aaron says if her family sees this, please know. If her family sees this, please know that you and your loved ones are in our thoughts and prayers for comfort for your aching heart. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So for this homicide was in Walterboro, South Carolina, and it happened really early in the morning. I think they said they were called to the house about 3:30 a.m. and it was 2 adults and a juvenile, you guys. And they still haven't released the names or anything, but they were looking for this car at first. It was a 4-door Cadillac and with temporary license plates, but they have located this car now. They have located that, so that's good. But they also said that this is a isolated incident, quote unquote. So I did want to show you guys a little video about that, just so we could kind of get the information out about this too. And this one, we don't have to wait for the ads because I got premium and it's on YouTube. So I'll share that with you guys in the chat too.
Of Colleton County, 3 people are dead, including a child, after a shooting took place near Walterboro.
News 2's Raymond Owens spoke with people who live in that community about what happened.
The shooting happened at this house here on Hayden Street early Saturday morning.
It was bad at one time for drugs, and then
Yep, so this was Hayden Street in Walterboro, South Carolina. So if anybody has any tips about this, you can also contact Crimestoppers, the same one that's running across the bottom of my screen.
for the last maybe 5 years or so, they have cutting down on the drugs. It's been patrolled, so that area they've been taking care of.
Which is why a triple shooting over the weekend in her neighborhood shocked Sarah Wright. A child and 2 adults were found shot to death around 3:30 a.m. Saturday at this home on Hayden Street. The sheriff's office says this was a targeted act.
It was early Saturday morning when my husband was on his way going to get coffee. It was all taped off over here, so we knew something bad happened.
Deputies have located a silver Cadillac that's a vehicle of interest in the crime. It was seen in the area. Wright tells me she knows the couple who live at the home.
Yeah, so all I heard was they were looking for this car, it'd been located, and nothing else after that. So I don't know if this car ended up being connected or if they found the suspects, and I don't know anything else about this, you guys, and I've been trying to keep up with it. I still don't even have the names.
Such nice people. It's so sad. They up in age. I believe Mr. Billy's around his 90s, and he has dementia. I thank God they didn't do no harm to him, or he could have died too.
Did you guys hear that? So when she's talking about it, she says that there is, hey, Violet, it's good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. So she says that there's an older man in his 90s who has dementia that was there, and they didn't bother him. So that's really good. And she also goes on to speak about an older lady, and the older lady was in the hospital. So I don't know how the two adults that were deceased and the child, I don't know how they connect to the older couple that lives there. I'm not sure.
He just didn't know what was going on. And Miss Barbara at the time, my understanding was she's in the hospital. Thank God she wasn't home, because she may not have been here too today.
Wright says a young girl is the child who was killed in the shooting.
You know, she didn't know what was coming. She didn't deserve to die. It's such sad tragedy when things happen like this here in the community. And just hoping and praying they'll get the one that's behind the scene.
If you have any information about this crime, contact the Colleton County Sheriff's Office. In Colleton County, just outside of Walterboro, I'm Raymond Owens. Count on 2.
Yep, so that was Colleton County. And where Keyirra was found is Sumter County. So they're about 83 miles apart. So like I'm saying, you guys, I don't know if they're connected, but you guys, I have to tell you this too. While I was looking at the triple homicide in Colleton County a few years ago, I think it might have been 2017, there was another triple homicide there in the same county. And I haven't looked at the population or anything, but it seems crazy to think that that happens in the same area in South Carolina, like maybe Los Angeles or someplace big like that. I could see it more, but not in some, South Carolina, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that was Colleton County. So it's 83 miles away. I did make a short for I haven't put out anything for this one that I just spoke to you guys about, because there's not a whole lot that we can say about it. Really, I don't know what I could put out to help, but I did put a short on my channel for Keyirra that you guys can share, and it has the phone number in it for help. And I also I do have a TikTok, you guys, and I'm just starting to work on it, but I did share my short there too. So if you guys could share that, that would help too. And as always, pray for Keyirra's babies, you guys. Pray for her and her family and friends. She has so much family and so many friends. It's just awful, you guys. Yeah, I thank you all for stopping by today and helping me bring awareness for these cases. Like I said, I know that we're a small community, but our hearts are huge, you guys. Our hearts are huge, and that's what matters the most. So don't get discouraged about sharing where you can. We never know. We never know. Yeah, and Jen just dropped my email. If you guys want to join my Discord, just email me. We're always doing something good in there, you guys. I have to tell you about Vanessa. She shared on my my nature tab the other day. She showed us this really cool thing about these hornets building nests, and they did her dirty, you guys. She was showing God's animals, lovely creatures, hornets, and then she was sitting in her recliner, and she found one coming up her leg, you guys, and got stung. they did her way dirty. Bless her heart. It was awful, you guys. I'm not laughing about that, but I'm laughing because she always loves all the animals. She loves the snakes and the spiders and all that. And but sorry, Van. She loves all the animals, but they don't love her back sometimes. She has the coolest videos, you guys. I'm trying to I should have just let me see here. There we go. This is Vanessa's channel, you guys. Go check it out. She puts the coolest videos up about all the things that I'm talking about, and she shares with us in my Discord too. I think I shared it, you guys. Did it come up? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I did. You guys go check her out too. And I appreciate you all. Yeah, grateful middle-aged cat mama. They sure did do her dirty. Bless her heart. Yeah, so I think that's all that I have to share with you guys today. And I need to start coming back more, you guys. I do well, like Violet says, she says she nopes herself right out of stuff. So I do all this research and stuff like that, and then I get ready to go live, and I'm like, no, my anxiety kicks in, and I get nervous about public speech. These are my friends, and we're all in this together, right? And so if I don't come live, you guys keep an eye on my community tab, because every Sunday I do post the prayer request community post. Well, it has been Mondays lately. Well, thanks, Aries. That means so much. I've only just started streaming by myself since February, so I'm trying. I'm learning. I'm a newbie, but I'm trying really hard. It makes me feel good, like I'm putting out some good, in the world in general and in our community. It seems there's so much bad. And so even if we can put out a little bit of good, okay, Braze, that's when you got to let it out. Sing your heart out. Okay, you guys, I'll let you guys go, but keep an eye on my community tab for if I have any more updates for these cases or any of the other ones. I'll let you guys know ASAP, and we'll try to get together here soon. Okay, thank you guys all so much for coming today, and thank you, my friends, for helping me mod too. You guys aren't my mods, you're my friends that help me mod. So I appreciate you guys all so very much, and I hope you have a good Wednesday and rest of your week, and I'll see you guys soon, okay? I love you all. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.